Hello, we're Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile, and 'twas the fright before Cryptmas. To celebrate the Ho-Ho Horror Day season, we're going way back to a core childhood memory. We'll be taking a look at the Tales from the Crypt episode, and all through the house.
The Cryptkeeper used to scare me, but now I think he's kinda funny.
His puns have aged better than his face!
Tales from the Crypt was a horror anthology TV show created by William Gaines, based on the EC Comics from the 1950s. The show ran for 7 seasons on HBO from 1989 to 1996, with a total of 93 episodes. The fact that it isn't streaming on HBO Max is a crime.
I don't know who this Max is, but he's an idiot!
Despite the show's title, episodes were also adapted from other EC comic series, like The Haunt of Fear, The Vault of Horror, and Two-Fisted Tales. This Christmas horror story was previously adapted as one of the segments in the 1972 film, also titled Tales from the Crypt. However, the TV version is more campy, with over-the-top acting. Would you leave some scenery for the rest of us? Little buddy, what are you learning?
That I still can't read.
The series was hosted by the Cryptkeeper, a wisecracking corpse voiced by John Kazir and designed by special effects artist Kevin Yeager. It's been said that he recycled Chucky's eyes and popped them into the Cryptkeeper.
He's reusing body parts like he's Ed Gein.
Filmmakers Richard Donner, David Giler, Walter Hill, Joel Silver, and Robert Zemeckis were the executive producers. And what a team! Surprisingly, for a horror show, it had a lot of talented directors and actors work on it. Everyone from Brad Pitt to Arnold Schwarzenegger, from Michael J. Fox to Tom Hanks. Hell, Danny Elfman wrote the theme song. Because it aired on HBO, Tales from the Crypt didn't have to censor the violence, nudity, or the fucking swearing. The show debuted on June 10th, 1989, and All Through the House was the second of 3 episodes to air that night, along with The Man Who Is Death and Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. So, let's climb down the chimney and take a look at this classic episode of Tales from the Crypt. The Cryptkeeper enters wearing a Santa suit and carrying a sack that he slams on the table.
Just your old pal, the Cryptkeeper, having a little holiday fun.
Oh, thank God. I thought Santa got a face transplant.
I've got some Christmas goose for you. Goosebumps, that is.
Damn! This motherfucker be spittin'!
A little terror tale chock full of holiday fear. I mean, cheer, of course.
Well, you can't spell puns without P-U.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house.
Not a creature was stirring.
Not even her spouse! You'll see.
Ah, Christmas Eve in Pleasantville, a quaint little town where the fire is cozy, the eggnog is spiked.
You bet your ass it is!
And murder is a part of the holiday tradition. The episode opens on Joseph Kamen, living his best festive life, reading A Christmas Carol by the fireplace.
Something needs to be done about that fire.
Why? Did the fire get loose and burn down another orphanage? He asks for the fire poker, and boy, does she let him have it!
I said let me have it.
That's one way to rekindle the fire in a relationship.
Merry Christmas, you son of a bitch.
Hey! Don't drag his mother into this!
His body face plants into the table, and the loud thud wakes her daughter, Carrie Ann, who assumes Santa came early.
She killed Joe because he always came early.
How come Joseph didn't say goodnight to me?
He's very tired and resting. In peace.
I don't think even Santa could wake up your stepfather.
He's more of a sees you while you're sleeping kind of pervert. Elizabeth, rocking the composure of a sociopath, ushers Carrie Ann back to bed and cracks her window.
What did you want for Christmas, Mommy?
I already got it, sweetheart.
A new teapot?
After tucking in her alibi, Elizabeth calls her side piece, brimming with excitement about her future as a wealthy widow.
I did it. It's all ours. The money, everything.
But what about Joe's S&M leather top?
Merry Christmas, darling.
The sad thing is that guy probably has no idea who she is. But before she can enjoy her newfound freedom, she has to take care of one little detail. The body.
And we're not talking about Jesse Ventura.
And a very happy new year.
Oh no, I would not keep him around for New Year's. Does anybody else think this party kinda stinks? Elizabeth wraps Joseph's head in plastic, complete with a bow, and drags his corpse outside.
How many times have I asked you to lose some weight?
He isn't listening now, and he wasn't listening then.
However, she misses the news broadcast warning about an escaped lunatic dressed as Santa, who isn't very jolly.
Stay inside, lock the doors, and close the chimney.
Police and sheriff's departments in the Gaines County area have issued an all-points bulletin this evening.
The radio announcer mentions the Gaines County area, which is a reference to William Gaines, the publisher of EC Comics. Forgetting her keys, Elizabeth then tries to toss Joseph down the well. Looks like the girl from The Ring is getting a roommate. However, Joseph gives her the gift of a classic horror movie fake-out. Still better than socks and underwear. She reaches for an axe, but his comeback is shorter than an elf, and he dies again.
Now you're dead.
A re-killable husband? The gift that keeps on giving!
Before Elizabeth can catch her breath, she hears sleigh bells in the woods.
Hello?
Just a moment, Krampus is looking for a stick to beat you with. But it's not the warm and fuzzy sound of Christmas magic. It's a psycho Santa, axe in hand, coming to deck her halls.
Careful what you axe for! Unless it's a new axe.
What follows is a festive game of cat and mouse. Elizabeth manages to slice Santa's face with an icicle.
Ouch! She kicked him in his North Pole.
Stealing the axe, she retreats inside, striking Santa's arm as he reaches in. Good thing the suit was already red. She calls the operator, looking for the police, but hangs up after remembering, oh yeah, I killed my husband.
Honey, that's one gift you can't return.
The police officer says his name is Feldstein, a reference to Al Feldstein, who was a writer and artist at EC Comics and an editor for Mad Magazine. After another tussle, she clocks Santa over the head with the axe, knocking him out colder than Mrs. Claus's tits. Timber!
Hey, Mrs. Claus, give me a call. I know you're free tonight.
But he's not out for long. After all, Santa does have to spread some holiday fear. I mean cheer! Damn it! Now the Cryptkeeper has me doing it! The police then call with a helpful heads up about the killer.
You're sending the police here?
Yes, ma'am.
Here? 20 minutes?
But the episode will be over in 10 minutes.
Elizabeth, ever the opportunist, decides to use the situation to her advantage.
I didn't kill him. Santa did it. Didn't you, Santa?
Nice try, lady. Rudolph saw everything. To frame Santa, she plants the axe in Joseph's face. Again, R.I.P. dude. Or at least she tries to.
Even he can't believe she missed again!
Now with an axe deep in his face, Elizabeth goes to call the cops, but is locked out again.
You gotta be kidding me.
You know what they say, no good deed goes unpunished. I see that Santa pulled a Michael Myers. Not surprising, since the cinematographer is Dean Cundy, who also shot Halloween, and Jurassic Park, and like every other great movie from your childhood you can think of. She manages to find Joseph's keys and heads inside to call the cops.
The killer is here! Yes, he killed my husband!
He also used my credit cards to buy a lot of shoes and purses. But Santa's back up and wielding the axe she conveniently left outside.
It's always nice to leave something for Santa.
Do you have a weapon in the house? Anything you can protect yourself with?
Joseph's gun!
Last year, that was his stocking stuffer. Things go from bad to worse when Elizabeth locks herself in the closet. Really? I don't know what she did, but every door is out to get her. To get up to Carrie Ann, Santa then scales the house like a festive Spider-Man.
Watch out, Santa, don't slip!
For Christmas, I hope she got a new stranger danger detector. Carrie Ann happily invites Santa in, as one does when a murderous, bloodied man wielding an axe shows up.
Remember, if you're cold, they're cold. Where are my presents, Santa?
At the morgue! Where you're going!
Elizabeth breaks out of the closet harder than Chapel Roan and races upstairs. But she's too late. Carrie Ann has already let Santa into the house.
He didn't even have to come down the chimney. I let him in.
And I hope they beat that out of you during the police interrogation. If Santa doesn't get her, the front door will.
Naughty or nice?
He's not making a list or checking it twice.
Elizabeth screams as we cut to black, proving that on Tales from the Crypt, it's never a silent night. Or if you have cats running above you.
How was that for a scream, boys and ghouls?
I'm gonna ask Santa for some earplugs.
But Andy, what happened to little Carrie?
This particular Santa preferred older women. In pieces, that is.
Well, then he got exactly what he wanted this holiday chopping season.
Deck the halls with parts of mommy. Fa la 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 la, la 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 la.
Few anthology series have managed to blend horror and gallows humor quite like Tales from the Crypt, and all through the house is a perfect example of this, with its twisted holiday tale of murder, irony, and karma.
It's Killer versus Killer Santa.
I remember watching this episode as a little kid, and it has always stuck with me.
It was the 90s, and nobody was watching us.
As an adult, I appreciate it even more. The amount of talent that worked on it is impressive. It's an embarrassment of riches.
But I thought there was only one Rich.
It's supposed to be the happiest time of the year, yet the snowed-in claustrophobic setting only adds to the tension. The episode was written by Fred Decker, known for House, Night of the Creeps, and The Monster Squad. Robert Zemeckis not only produced, but he also directed this episode. Almost as scary as the Uncanny Valley in the Polar Express.
His direction is as sharp as that fire poker.
His wife, Mary Ellen Trainor, who played Elizabeth, was also in The Goonies, Lethal Weapon, and Die Hard. I enjoyed her performance as the conniving and increasingly desperate housewife. She's despicable, unlikable, and dim-witted. She had us laughing and gasping as her situation spiraled out of control.
Before jingling bells, she was juggling bills.
That evil Santa's face has been burned into my memory, and he's played by Larry Drake. Seeing him out of costume, I'm like, hey, it's that guy. You know, you've seen him and stuff. He was in season 2 as well, in the episode titled The Secret. Drake also appeared in Darkman, Dr. Giggles, the TV show LA Law, and he lended his voice to a lot of cartoons. I love his physicality and the murderous glee he brings to the part. It's terrifying and memorable. Joseph was played by Marshall Bell, and he's been in Total Recall and Starship Troopers.
I know him as the coach from Freddy's Revenge that got spanked.
And All Through the House is one of the most iconic episodes of Tales from the Crypt and has earned its place in any holiday horror marathon. Once again, Merry Cryptmas Stitched Together family! Let me know what you think of Tales from the Crypt in the comments below, and if there are any other episodes you'd like for me to cover. We've been Andy, the Maniacal Cinephile.
Thanks for liking and subscribing.
Join our Patreon, hit the bell, and now watch another damn video.